If you've got Crohn's or colitis or even another chronic gut struggle, I bet you've probably heard about the specific carbohydrate diet. Maybe you're thinking about it. Maybe you're kind of on the fence about it, unsure if it's for you. Maybe you're dragging your heels because you just kind of feel so overwhelmed by it. Well, today I'm going to help you make that decision. I'm going to do it by showing you 5 kitchen tools that will make your specific carbohydrate diet life 10 times easier. But just in case you haven't heard about the specific carbohydrate diet yet, you've got Crohn's or colitis, but you just haven't heard much about the specific carbohydrate diet, let's make sure that we're all on the same page before we move forward. So the SCD is really a result-driven, time-tested eating plan for those with serious gut troubles. I already mentioned people with Crohn's or colitis, but it can also be really beneficial for those with IBS or SIBO, that small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. And it works so well because it helps you repopulate and balance your gut flora. And maybe you've thought about giving the SCD a try, but you haven't taken that leap because you've felt overwhelmed, confused, nervous, or even unsure. If this is what's holding you back, I urge you to take a deep breath. Let's do it together and take it and blow it out and pull up a chair because I promise you, I've got you covered. Your first step starts today. Let me ease your mind with one of the top SCD questions I get all the time. What kitchen tools do I need that won't break the bank to get started on the SCD? So this is a special diet, right? That might have you wondering, does it mean special tools? Well, the answer to that question is both yes and no. Can you do the specific carbohydrate diet with what you've got in your kitchen today? Absolutely, of course you can. But here I am all about making your life easier. You're going to want to get these tools eventually, and these are the ones that are going to help you get started successfully right from the beginning. So it's all about today on this video, the 5 kitchen tools that will make your specific carbohydrate diet life 10 times easier. These kitchen tools are well worth the moolah that you're going to shell out when it comes to making your life easier on this new eating plan. And one last thing to remember before we get started, I know you know this saying, the kitchen is the heart of the home. And with a specific carbohydrate diet, it's at the heart of your gut healing kitchen. I know you guys have had this happen to you before where you have a party and you have all these different places for people to hang out, your family room, the living room, maybe the dining room, and where does everybody end up? It's the kitchen. The kitchen is at the heart of it all, and this is where you'll be making this amazing specific carbohydrate diet food. And yep, behind you is just a sampling of some of the yummy food that you can make on this eating plan. Okay, let's get started. First up, and definitely the most important tool that I'm going to share with you today is your specific carbohydrate diet yogurt maker. The yogurt is the crux, the most important, the crucial part of this eating plan. It helps repopulate your gut with that beneficial bacteria. And so a yogurt maker is a wonderful, worthwhile investment to make. YoGourmet, the one shown in this picture, happens to be my favorite, my personal favorite, because it's easy to use and it keeps your yogurt at the right temperature throughout the fermentation process. But just know that there are several yogurt maker options on the market. This one I know you can get at Amazon, and I'm sure you could find it in person as well, but it's super easy, right? Let's keep it easy. This video is all about keeping it easy. Just go ahead and buy one online and you can start making your yogurt, if you have Prime, Amazon Prime, in 2 days. You don't have to cook fancy or complicated masterpieces on the specific carbohydrate diet, just good food from fresh ingredients. An awesome quote from the lovely Julia Child. So don't forget, this is not about being gourmet. You can have a complete meal with a protein, a vegetable, or as I like to do in my house, a double vegetable, and a fruit. That makes a nutritious and tasty meal in a flash. no gourmet added, right? People think the specific carbohydrate diet has to be complicated before they get started, but I promise you it doesn't. Let me just give you an example of a meal that you might eat on the specific carbohydrate diet. If you're a beginner, remember your food is going to be well cooked. We're not talking about raw things, so that would be your protein would be something like a piece of chicken or fish. Maybe your vegetable would be butternut squash or green beans. And if you want to add a little fruit to that, you can add some applesauce. Now, a more advanced meal when you're further along on the eating plan might be salad with some protein on top. You might want to pile it with veggies or shredded cheddar cheese. If you feel a little bit saucy and you want to add something else, you could just add a side of almond flour bread or an almond flour biscuit. Meal done, bam, done. Not complicated. It can be really simple and super nutritious. The number 2 kitchen tool that you are going to want to have in your SCD kitchen is a blender. A blender just makes it so much more exciting, so much more fun. From soup to smoothies, nut milk to nut butter, a blender is a must-have in an SCD kitchen. Now, you can start with the blender that you already have, but at some point when it's in your budget, I urge you to invest in a high-speed blender. It's going to make your SCD food go from good to wowza. Now, there's a few of those high-speed blenders that I highly recommend because I've had experience with them and I've had clients who have used them, so I know firsthand that they really work well. Those would be the Vitamix, the Ninja, and the Blendtec. Those are all really good blenders. And I know when I started the specific carbohydrate diet, I knew that I wanted to get a Vitamix. And they're a little pricey. They retail at somewhere around $450. And so I saved all my money and I bought that and was so excited when I got it. I sit it out in the kitchen. It's a bright red color, and I tease my children all the time that next to them, it's my most prized possession, and it really is. It's so valuable. I love it. It makes the food go to wow, to a whole new level. So that's why I included it on this list of kitchen tools that will definitely make your SCD life easier. Now, before we move on to kitchen tool number 3, I just want to remind you that a healthy outside starts from the inside. Products and companies, they try and sell us on a bill of goods that it starts on the outside, but remember, it all starts on the inside. So stop buying those expensive creams and miracle anti-aging formulas. Your health begins in your gut. And once your gut is healthy on the inside using the specific carbohydrate diet, then you're going to see those benefits on the outside. Your skin, your hair, your nails. The gut is connected to all points in our body. So healing the gut is really that first step to heal the whole body from the inside out. Kitchen tool number 3 is a crock pot. Dust off that old crock pot that your mama had from the 70s, the 80s, you know, the one that never gets used. Dust it off because the specific carbohydrate diet is the best place to use a crock pot. You'll be amazed at how much time you'll save when you use a crock pot. And nowadays, it gets even fancier with the Instant Pot. Have you heard about the Instant Pot? There was just yesterday, there was an Amazon Prime sale. And do you know what one of their top sellers on that big sale that they had was? Guess what it was? It was the Instant Pot. Everybody's jumping on the Instant Pot bandwagon, and there's a reason for it. In fact, I just made a meal last night, lemon chicken. It was fabulous. Made it in the Instant Pot. It would have taken my crock pot 8 hours to make it, but it took 30 minutes in the Instant Pot. It is fabulous. Now, don't get me wrong, I still love my crock pot. I still use it, but in those times when I didn't think about food early in the day and I need a really good SCD meal and I need it in a flash, that's when I turn to the Instant Pot. So either one is great, but it is seriously one of the best kitchen tools that you'll have on this eating plan. Now, your Instant Pot can make things like your yogurt. So even if you don't have the YoGourmet or another yogurt maker, there is even a homemade yogurt setting on the Instant Pot. So versatile, so many uses for it. So you'll definitely want your SCD kitchen. It wants, it deserves a crock pot or an Instant Pot. Now, don't forget that cooking is love made visible. Don't you love that? What better way to show your family how much you love them than by cooking an SCD meal made with love? And right behind in this picture, you can see one of those meals. This is my homemade green monster soup, aka broccoli cheddar soup, but it just sounds better to kids, right? Green monster soup. So that's what I call it. And by the way, if you're interested in this recipe, feel free to DM me on Instagram or send me a message on Facebook. My handle is Karen Haley's Gut Love. Karen Haley's Gut Love. And of course, my mom had to be a little different and spell Karen with a Y. Moving on is kitchen tool number 4. It is a nut milk bag. Now, if you've never heard of a nut milk bag, you might be thinking, what the heck is that? So when you're on the specific carbohydrate diet, you're not drinking traditional milk, but that doesn't mean that you don't get to enjoy milk in the nut form. I'm sure you've seen at your grocery store the cashew milk or the almond milk or the coconut milk. Well, the problem is these would not be SCD legal because of all of the additives and fillers that are in there. The good news is that you can make your own almond milk, your own cashew milk, your own coconut milk right at home. And all you need to do it is a nut milk bag. So you would get your raw nuts. You would put them in water, soak them in water, blend them. Then you're going to put it through this bag that's in the center here. It's called a nut milk bag. It kind of works like milking a cow. It's really fun, something to get the kids involved in with. And then what do you get when you're done? That beautiful picture on the right. You get your own amazing nut milk. Super easy. This is a kitchen tool that should definitely be in your SCD kitchen. And I saved the best quote for last. Let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food. Food is medicine, just like Hippocrates told us way back when. Food is medicine. You need to quiet your gut struggles. So let the SCD healing plan be that food. Let your medicine be your ticket to good health. Can I get an amen? Can I get a whoop whoop? This is the heart of all of it. This is why we do the specific carbohydrate diet. We want our medicine to be our food. I've got one last amazing kitchen tool for you when you want to make your SCD life easier, and that is parchment paper. Love, love, love parchment paper. It is your alternative to cooking oils that are 100% SCD illegal. And the problem with cooking oils is that they start with probably either canola or vegetable oil, and those aren't really good oils to begin with. And then they put it in a can and they add things to it. They add things like soy lecithin, which is filled with pesticides, and GMO. It's basically GMO soy waste product. Not so healthy. And they might add dimethyl silicone or even worse, butane. These are not things that we want in our gut healing body. Parchment paper is the alternative to this. It's your go-to kitchen tool for everything from breads to muffins, cookies to pies. You're going to use parchment paper all the time. It is even used not just in baking, but in cooking. I love to use it when I roast veggies. Have you ever roasted veggies before and you've seen that it ruins your pan really, and then you're scraping and scrubbing to get it off, to get all that leftover stuck on food off? Well, parchment paper is fabulous for this too, because it gives you that easy cleanup no matter what you make. So there you have it, the top 5 kitchen tools that are going to make your SCD life 10 times easier. Now, I don't want you to get overwhelmed. I want you to just pick one. Pick the one that speaks to you and start it with wild abandon. When that one becomes routine and becomes normal, then you're going to add another one. So just start thinking about it. Which one spoke to you today? Was it the parchment paper that we just talked about? Was it that yogurt maker because you know that's the thing that's going to help you get started? Was it the Instant Pot because you know that dinner time is a rush for you and you need something in the hurry? So what is it for you? I want you to think about it, and I want you to just pick one. I hope the information on this video was helpful for you. I hope that it gives you what you need to kind of take some of the worry and the overwhelm out of getting started on the specific carbohydrate diet. I know that these tools have been so helpful for me in the 10 years that I've been on this eating plan. In that time, I have learned the ups, the downs, the ins and outs, everything about this SCD way of life, especially for a mom. I know how to do this diet like a mom. So as a digestive coach, I have had the pleasure of working with several people on this eating plan. Women who want to turn that gut junk, that Crohn's, colitis, and chronic gut struggles, that gut junk, they want to turn it into gut love. And if you're ready to turn that gut junk into gut love, if you're thinking that you want to go further with this, if you know that the specific carbohydrate diet is something that you're interested in trying, I want to invite you to join my brand new baby, the SCD Support School. It's just for moms, so it's for you. If you want, you can join the wait list for this program. It's going to be opening soon. And if you want to hear about it first, if you want to hear about the SCD Support School first, then I urge you to join our waiting list. You can join the waiting list at the link listed right on this page. If you're new to SCD, I promise you, this is your dream come true. Now you might be thinking, SCD Support School, that sounds kind of interesting, but what is it? Well, it's my brand new baby. It's a beta test program for the Gut Love community. It's part school and it's part support. So what does that mean? Well, I remember way back 10 years ago when I started the specific carbohydrate diet and I read that book, Breaking the Vicious Cycle. I knew there was a ton of good information there, but I really didn't know where to start. It just seemed kind of overwhelming. Well, over the years, I've learned how to break it down step by step by step, and that's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to tell you what to do every step of the way, and I'm going to hold your hand while you're doing it. The other part of the group is the support, and the support comes from the community of moms that are taking this journey with you. The community of moms that's there to support you and share with you as we go. You're going to get your own personal supportive but limited community because it's going to be a really small community. I want to keep this really personal so that everybody, each and everyone in this program, each and every mom on this program, because it's a mom-centered program, will get exactly what they need. So it's a brand new program. You're going to get to come in as a founding member. If you join us, you'll get to help tweak it, to give input, to guide it, and to make it your own. That is so exciting. I hope that you'll join the waitlist. If you're interested, you can just look at this link below. You can copy and paste it in your browser and you can join the waitlist for this community right now. And let me tell you what is included in this program to help you make this decision. The SCD Support School is a 3-month program. It includes that step-by-step SCD how-to. Now, just like me, you may have already read Breaking the Vicious Cycle, that SCD Bible, if you will. It tells you everything you need to know, and you might have felt a little bit daunted by reading it, a little bit overwhelmed, just like me. I'm going to hold your hand every step of the way. I'm going to go through it with you. We're going to be with the other mamas in the group. We're all on that same journey. I know that back when I started the specific carbohydrate diet, I would have killed to have other friends doing it with me. It's kind of lonely doing it by yourself, and this is your cure for that. I'll give you everything you need to know. Handouts, recipes, resources, everything you need to get started and get you moving on that SCD journey. And when you have support like this, it makes this step really a no-brainer. You can't help but succeed. Here's the best part. This program is valued at $297. That means that when it comes out, when it gets officially launched, it will be $297. But during the beta program, it's priced at only $47. That's right, $47 for you as a founding member. The doors haven't opened yet, but it's going to be really small. I promise you it's going to be really small so that I can give you all of my attention so that you can feel like you're getting personal support. And here's a really cool part too. Waitlist members are going to get first dibs. So if you think you're interested in trying the SCD, If you've been thinking about it for a while now and something's been holding you back, this is the time to join our waitlist because I'm going to tell you about it first. All you have to do is look at the link here, copy and paste it in your browser, and you can join our waitlist today. Here's the important dates for you to know about the SCD Support School. If you go to the link that's listed on the right side of the page, that karenhaley.lpages.co/SCD. If you go there, you can join the waitlist today. Enrollment will open on August 13th, and SCD Support School starts August 27th. I picked that day because I knew that that was the time that the kids are going back to school. The time that you can now go back to school as well, right? Thought you were done with school, right? But that's the time for you. The kids are going to go back to school, and that 27th, that start date, that's your time. Whew! That was a lot of information. Thank you so much for sticking with me to the end. There's really just one thing that you need to know. If the SCD is something that you're interested in trying, if SCD Support School sounds like something that would be helpful for you, if that school part, if the support part sounds like it's just what you need, just the kick in the pants that you need to get started, then join the waitlist today. Here's the link right here, karenhaley.lpages.co/SCD. If you go to that link, you'll be able to join the waitlist right now. Here's the questions to ask yourself. Have you thought about using a more natural approach to quiet your gut challenges? Have you been dragging your heels on starting the SCD because you just don't have the support you need to be successful? Have your gut symptoms got to the point where you feel like you've run out of options? If any one of these sounds like you, then the SCD Support School is for you, my friend. It's for you, mom friend. Just go to the link that you see right here, karenhaley.lpages.co/SCD, and you will be on the waitlist, my friend. And again, you'll be the first one to hear about and get first dibs on this brand new beta test program. If you want to be a founding member of this program, if you want to get in for that low price of $47, then what are you waiting for? Go ahead and get on the waitlist, and I will see you on the inside. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope that these kitchen tools will be helpful for you, and I will chat with you again real soon. Until we talk again, I'm going to wish you much gut love and much happiness always. Bye for now.